Hello, Facebook. Welcome back. Going to do a special edition here of Facebook Live with Garrett Matthews of Matthews Landscape out of Shreveport, Louisiana. Looks like Garrett may have just dropped off, popping back in here, hopefully in the waiting room in a minute. He is actually out gaming and hunting at one of his private reserves, but we'll give Garrett a second to hop back in. But before we bring Garrett on live as he's joining us remotely with a quick technical difficulty. What we're talking about here is the Simple Growth and Matthews Landscape Holiday Light Roundtable. So Garrett and I have been good buddies for probably 10 plus years now, and we have been talking about what does it actually look like to go out and create a roundtable where we can bring in up to 12 different individuals that can actually go to Garrett's shop with the Simple Grow team and learn about holiday lights. So the idea really came to fruition back in the day was Garrett Matthews and I and Chad Cranston, one of our seven-figure business coaches, actually met at the Service Autopilot Roundtable here. And looks like Garrett is messaging me here, and we're going to go in and get him to log in. And the idea here is that we had such a great experience with Garrett and Chad all meeting at Jonathan Potoshnik, the co-founder, Service Autopilot's roundtable, that it was just really interesting that everybody in the room had their guard down. It was a very intimate setting, very few people that were actually there. We had the ability to actually meet. So Garrett, with some technical difficulties, is joining us now here live. So what's up, Garrett? But Garrett, just letting everybody that you were hanging out at the hunting camp and knowing each other for 9-10 years now. We've been wanting to actually facilitate and put together a roundtable, the two of us. We originally saw the roundtable idea when we first met with Jonathan Potoshnik of the Lawn Care Millionaire, co-founder of Service Autopilot. And that A, sparked a lifelong friendship, but B, there was such an intimate setup inside Jonathan's office that we were able to take certain pieces of a lawn care business and literally walk out after 2 days, implement them immediately with the turnkey solutions that Jonathan gave us that literally shortcutted millions and millions of dollars of sales that we executed way sooner than we would have if we tried to figure it out on our own. So Garrett and I we're going to try to do it last year. Time didn't permit to do the two schedules, but now Garrett, we've got July 10th and 11th in Shreveport, Louisiana at your shop. We do have the ability now to do this 2-day intimate setting. There's only a few seats left. We're doing only up to 12 seats. We can replicate that intimate knowledge share that Jonathan gave us probably 8 or 9 years ago at least. But Garrett, if people haven't heard about you, if you don't mind breaking down kind of your journey into the holiday lights and landscape industry and kind of give us a breakdown of what it looks like at your place when we're going down into Shreveport.
Well, the lights started out, golly, it was really an intent. It was a labor gap. It was me trying to keep guys busy as the wintertime rolled around. We don't have snow. Obviously, everything slows down. So, like I said, it turned into it was a big labor gap. And then it just kind of, the more we did, the better we got at it, the more efficient we got at it, the more profitable it became for us. And now it's just turned into a pretty sizable piece of our revenue stream. Yeah, it's, everyone feels like they've got a good way of doing it. I feel like we've got a really good way of doing it. We're generating really good profit margins with it. And a lot of people have asked. So, the reason we're going to do just 12 and not open it up either is just because it's not like anything else that most of us do as far as lawn care or landscaping. So I want to make sure everybody has plenty of time to ask whatever questions they want, to dive into whatever it is they want, to get all the hands-on and really be able to just get the most information out of it possible in terms of all aspects: where to buy it, how to sell it, how to market it, how to prepare for each job and dispatching it and billing it and collecting and then capturing it for ongoing, for future and reoccurring revenue and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, Garrett, I really appreciate you joining us live here on Facebook and kind of talking about that. And if you're looking at this and maybe you're just starting out in holiday lights, I'm assuming that the process that you're doing is going to really help people shortcut. I know we looked at several different things that we're going to bundle up. So obviously, for this first live event, I'm going to come down to obviously support some of the service autopilot end. But looking on the sales and marketing thing, you're going to break down the exact steps you took to, I believe, do what, around $1 million almost last August in sales.
Well, it's over the course. We start in October, so it's definitely it's an October, November. For us, it starts in October. A lot of people November, due to the volume. We have to start in October now just to be able to get everything installed in a timely fashion. So, but yeah, no, we'll do this year. We'll see. It's definitely, the one thing about it is we could always talk about, like in lawn care or house cleaning or landscaping. It's like a lot of these things, people, you might not want to pay for it, but you have to pay for it. Christmas lights is one of those disposable income things. So you have to really be able to sell it. You have to be able to convince people to spend this discretion. This is discretionary money. So, but yeah, no, we're hoping that with, election years and everything else like that, we're still going to be on track to do at or over $1 million.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I know right off the bat, included in the price of attendance, you got the 2-day live event. Obviously, I'm sure there's going to be some networking and things after hours as well to continue to build those relationships that people can use to support each other. But we're really going to show you how to use Service Autopilot. We're going to use Garrett's exact templates and framed out documents, how to actually create the marketing. The Simple Growth team is building out
That's the beautiful
version of our.
It's broke down and simplistic enough too. I just want to make sure that people realize, even if you're not on Service Autopilot, the system's broke down simple enough that you'll be able to use any platform for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was going to touch on that, but I'm glad you touched on that as well. But yeah, if you are using SA, we're going to get you the templates, the documents, and a special version to 20 days to close to follow up on holiday lights, specifically right around Garrett's methodology. But Garrett really touched on it as well. This is platform software independent. But if you're using SA, that's an added bonus, but it's going to be a very simplistic approach. And that was one of the things that really turned me on to your system, Garrett, is like, it's not that complex, and it's amazing how you've really streamlined this process and be able to scale it. So it's obviously a great revenue generator, but it's not another source of chaos that you're entering into business. Like, you've got this into a great system. Now, the biggest question we hear, Garrett, when people go to get into this is, well, what kind of equipment do I need? Where do I buy this stuff? What kind of lights? What are we focusing on in there as far as like vendor lists, supplies? What can we expect?
And that's what we're going to talk about. So, my entire business is, I've tried to be a slave to simplicity. Simple scales. Simple is also easy to replace when you lose key people. But we're literally going to go over down to, I'm going to show you what kind of cutters we even use to cut wire, ladders. What ladders do we use? What jobs to just say no to? Because it's like, why buy this $1,000 ladder to do this one Christmas light job when it's just not worth it? Like we're going to go over not only what to say yes to, what to say no to, how to, like you said, Christmas lights is something that we learned really quick can it can morph into a monster. It can turn into something that is very frustrating. And it used to be a joke at our company. Like we used to hate Christmas because Christmas lights were so chaotic. But we simplified it. We got it ironed out, and here we are. Fast forward, God, however many years now it's been, and it's like, it's something that we actually really look forward to. It's something we sell year round. We probably average, I would say right now, we probably average about 5 to 6 Christmas light sales a month. Right now,
wow,
right now, just through marketing and just different things that we do. So that seemed like a big number, but when you consider that the average install is worth for us is worth $1,800. Well, just under like 17 and some change, it starts to add up pretty quick.
So speaking about marketing and sales, there obviously based on the simplistic setup and the service, what would people expect as we're going into this roundtable around the marketing and the exact methodology that's starting to drive that success? I know there was some real cool things you're doing with yard signs and a whole lot of other stuff. So kind of dive into
all the signage, all the upsell opportunities with existing clients, the different ads that we use across the different platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Google, just all the different platforms, how to leverage some of these different groups, how to use signage both pre and post Christmas lights. An example is, we've got a pretty simplistic sign that's a low profile that we always put in our houses that we install, but we only put the sign in the day we actually turn lights on, because it always ends up generating additional sales, because you want that sign in the yard the first night the lights are on. Neighbors see it, they're like, oh wow, oh there's a sign, let me give these people a call. So but just from all ends of the gauntlet, the how we go about selling it, how we present it in an estimate, the different ways that we go about, bidding not only what the client's asking for, but what, the stuff that they're not asking for, lease versus purchase. Anyone that's in Christmas lights will know what I'm talking about, but there's two different methodologies out there. Some people like to sell the lights to the client. Some people like to make the client lease the lights. So there's all these different methods. There's how to get them to buy more than what they're actually asking for. From garland to wreaths to additional lights in the bushes or the roof. We're going to literally cover all that. Not only that, then we're going to get into the, how do we present it to the crews? How do we make it streamlined from getting it from the sales team to the install team in the most frictionless way possible, so that everybody can move, it's streamlined, and it doesn't turn into that chaotic monster like you were talking about.
Yeah, and they're going to be able to see it firsthand. I've personally seen it being at your shop, how you've got it packaged, how are the slips in there, how is the sales team actually presenting that to the guys and girls actually installing these. You're not even doing it justice, because it is just this well-oiled, really dialed in machine. So we're talking, in my opinion, you're cutting years and years of learning curve and mistakes out just by being able to witness the accumulation of all this knowledge and process that they've done down here at Matthews. And Garrett, before we get onto the hands-on training, I think that it's not only just the benefit of hanging out at the round table in your office, getting all the marketing supplies, getting the vendor list, what you got to buy, getting the essay if you're using Service Autopilot, pieces put together. If you're not using essay, getting the pieces that you would need to put into your CRM. But I know we came down about almost 2 years ago now, actually probably closer to 3 years, the Masterminds group, we did a tour of your shop and the outside, and then we did a tour of the inside. And it was really cool to actually see how you set up the shop, how the trucks were located, how we actually handled the gassing, how literally stem to stern this was put together. So I'm assuming if we're coming down around rollout, we're probably going to be able to witness what a company at scale looks like as far as the yard.
Well, we're at scale now, so all crews are rolling, all staffing is hired. So yeah, that's something else too that will just be, for anyone that's interested, they'll be able to come watch kind of how we get crews out of the door in the morning and kind of what that whole system looks like. So because obviously we're still this, it's a functioning operation. It's a working business. So, we're having the event right there at the facility as well. So, there'll be a lot of buzz going on even during the day while we're there as well. So.
And Garrett, I know if we may ask a favor or two, but I know when we went through with the Masterminds group, we were able to walk through the office, kind of see the culture, some of the purpose, mission, values that you guys had with some pictures around the walls. We were able to kind of peek into the offices. Is there any interaction that you've planned for when we come down to be able to talk to like a CSR or a salesperson or production manager, that looks like?
My entire staff will be there and they'll be on site, going about their normal day-to-day. So, just like last time, we'll make them available to anybody if they've got any questions. If you want to talk to sales, if you want to talk to marketing, if you want to talk to operations, account managers, inside sales, whatever it is that someone would want to talk to, they'd have the opportunity to see all that working as well.
Awesome. And I know you've got a compressed schedule. You're out there turkey hunting. Just got in town, so I don't want to take too much of your time. But kind of at least wrap it up here and put some closure to kind of what else is going to be included. The hands-on training and being able to actually go out and learn the training, the way you train your team to do this. If you kind of give us a glimpse under the hood, what can people expect with some of this hands-on training?
You know, we've got a little mock roof that we do with training, so it's like you're going to actually be able to see how the different clips work, how the different, how the wires go up onto the house, how everything functions, how you're supposed to, we call it bulbing up, how you're supposed to get the bulbs on the wire, because everything you're buying is in bulk. How do you take it from bulk? How do you get it to your crew's hand, and then how do your crews get it up on a house? How to stage your material. I mean, you will be able to leave the shop knowing how to go and open up a Christmas light division within your own organization. There won't be any questions as far as how to do it, how to sell it, how to estimate it, how to get it function. There'll probably be some learning curves as far as getting it to your guys, but you're going to leave knowing exactly how to drop this inside of your already established system.
Yeah, I can't wait. I've got here in the chat here, one of the Facebook channels we're broadcasting to. Your gentleman wants to know, he's running about $650,000 to almost $700,000 a year right now on holiday lights. Would this still be applicable? My assumption is some of the installation techniques are probably similar, but what are your thoughts as far as the round table actually in the office part? And
I mean,
is there
I would think obviously, so no one does that much revenue by accident. So, whoever you are, I can't see it, but clearly you're doing something right. But, I myself, I'm in some different mastermind groups as well. Because I always like seeing how somebody else doing it differently. So, yes, I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of elementary, basic information, but I think sometimes too, just seeing how that's actually implemented, how somebody might be doing something more efficiently or faster or better, or maybe how to eliminate some of that chaos. Maybe you're doing 600,000 or 700,000, but you've got some chaos around it. So, I would think that there's definitely still some value in it for sure.
Yeah, I kind of resonate the same thoughts, but I wanted to ask that question because I said, yeah, this gentleman's probably got it really dialed in. So congrats, Jordan, on that one. But, maybe there is definitely some value here. And, appreciate that's a great question. So congrats on that success. But I think there could definitely be some value. So as we're kind of wrapping this up, Garrett, here in the chat on most of the Facebook streams, I put this. If not, right after we get off, I'll go in and plug in the URL. But this is our landing page. If you're looking to sign up, there's just a few seats left. Like Garrett said, we're going to limit this to 12 people total, not just 12 companies. So there's an intimate hands-on environment. After that point, we'll create a waiting list. And if Garrett's time exists to do this, we may do another one. But right now, we're planning on probably just doing one for the whole entire year. So if this is something you're looking to do, July 10th and 11th here, it's a picture of Garrett's guys on the roof here putting the stuff together. And we're going to be showing the exact techniques of how his team does this. But right here on the landing page, it's going to talk about the hands-on training, the marketing and sales vendor list, and the service autopilot setup, or at least the templates that you can go to put in your existing CRM. If you hit the landing page, you still got some more questions, feel free to click here and book a call. Dylan on the team will be able to pick up, or one of our guys, to get you more information on the live event. So really appreciate you joining me, Garrett. Obviously, good luck on the hunt here, but knowing your shot, I don't think you need any luck. Any closing thoughts on the roundtable event, July 10th and 11th in Shreveport, Louisiana?
No, I mean, like I said, it should be a good time, or it will be a good time. Language is important. It will be a good time. And like I said, anyone that's been thinking about, I remember when we first got into it, it can be intimidating, but it's one of those things, once you kind of realize it, you kind of have that aha moment. It's like, holy crap, this actually isn't that hard. So I hope that a lot of people, that are thinking about it, maybe that, on the fence, this you will be able to leave. You'll be able to walk away understanding the different aspects of it. And look, I'm not a wholesaler. We're not trying to pitch material or franchises or anything like that. This is literally just for the Simple Growth community to hey, if you thought about adding it, here it is. Let me show you how we do it. So, and it'll eliminate a lot of the fear and the guesswork.
Awesome, brother. Appreciate it. Good luck on the hunt. And if you have any questions, feel free to go to sgscall.com, where you can hook up with one of the Simple Growth team. They can answer your questions, get you more information. Underneath in the comments right now, live or right shortly after, I'll drop this link. It's a direct sign up, but it's going to be the first 12 people. And I believe, according to Dylan, there's only a few seats left. He's already sold quite a few, but we wanted to open this up to the community over Facebook. So Garrett, good luck with the hunt, brother. Appreciate you. And everybody else in Facebook land, hope to see you in Shreveport, Louisiana, July 10th and 11th.
Have a good day.